Top 10 Inventions that changed the world. We live a hustle-free life, thanks to our ancestors whom involved their lives to invest in inventing all the technology and things we enjoy today. From ancient tools to the latest digital advances, these human inventions changed the world and transformed life on Earth. No one could imagine a world without these innovations. Here are 10 most wonderful inventions that changed the life of humans and leave every other technology behind. Wheel. The wheel is considered as an original engineering spectacle, and one of the most famous inventions in the history. This innovation did not just made the mobility possible, but also made a base architecture to many other features inventions. The oldest known wheel is from Mesopotamia, around 3500 BC. The wheel changed the way people lived, worked, and traveled. Now, wheels are so vital to our lives as it used in vehicles, printers, and any known moving components. Compass. Early times, people trusted the stars to find the route, especially when sailing. But they found difficult during days as the stars won't appear in sunlight. This is the reason why inventors came up with the compass idea to identify the direction of travel. The first compass was most likely invented by the Chinese, around 200 BC. It was made of lodestone, a naturally magnetized iron ore. The compass enabled mariners to navigate safely far from land, opening up the world for exploration and the subsequent development of global trade. Nails. This key nail invention dates back more than 2,000 years to the ancient Roman period, and became possible only after the development of techniques to cast and shape metal. Prior to the invention of nails, wood structures were built using rope. They were used to interlock adjacent boards. Nail-making machines came in the market between the 1790s and the early 1800s, and technology for crafting nails continued to advance. Light bulb. Ever wondered how the bulb that we use in our homes was invented? The light bulb made us possible to be productive during night when there is no sunlight. Thomas A. Edison improved on Swan's design by using metal filaments, and in 1879 he filed patents for electric lights using different materials for the filament. He eventually discovered that a carbonized bamboo filament could last over 1,200 hours. This invention made commercially manufactured light bulbs feasible, and in 1880, Edison's company, the Edison Electric Light Company, began marketing its new product. This new invention made the importance of electricity even more and spread across the world. Printing press. Printing press helped information travel around the globe before the Internet's ability to spread information. German goldsmith Johannes Gutenberg invented printing press around 1436, although he was far from the first to automate the book printing process. Key to its development was the hand mold, a new molding technique that enabled the rapid creation of large quantities of metal movable type. With the use of movable type process, printing presses exponentially increased the speed with which book copies could be made, and thus they led to the rapid spread of knowledge for the first time in history. Penicillin. Penicillins have saved millions of lives by killing and inhibiting the growth of harmful bacteria. Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch first described the use of antibiotic drugs in 1877. In 1928, Alexander Fleming identified penicillin, which is derived from mold. That antibiotic mold turned out to be the fungus Penicillium, and over the next 2 decades, chemists purified it and developed the drug penicillin, which fights a huge number of bacterial infections in humans without harming the humans themselves. Telephone. Alexander Graham Bell, who was the first to be awarded a patent for the electric telephone on 1876. Mr. Watson, come here, I want you. On March 10, 1876, these were the first words spoken by the inventor of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, to his assistant Thomas Watson. Telephone history conceivably started with the human desire to communicate far and wide. The invention quickly took off and revolutionized global business and communication. When Bell died on August 2, 1922, all telephone service in the United States and Canada was stopped for 1 minute to honor him. With the arrival of the mobile phone in the 1980s, communications were no longer shackled to cables. Automobile. Over the years, a huge number of people contributed to the development of the automobile and its constituent parts. In the early 20th century, Henry Ford innovated mass production techniques that allowed automobiles to become affordable to the masses. The history of the automobile really reflects a worldwide evolution. The work of many people was required in order to develop the internal combustion engine and the other systems the automobile relies on. The combustion engine flourished in the industrial age, as well as enabling the invention of a huge variety of machines, including modern cars and aircraft. Computer. It would be impossible for the people living without a computer, as it became a part of human life. Although many people contributed to what we call a computer, several great minds are especially noteworthy. Major shout-out to the mechanical engineer Charles Babbage for laying the foundation for this remarkable and most reliable invention, and to Ada Lovelace for creating the first programs. In the early 19th century, the father of the computer conceptualized and invented the first mechanical computer. In the 1960s, a team of computer scientists working for the U.S. The Defense Department's ARPA built a communications network to connect the computers in the agency, called ARPANET, the predecessor of the Internet. In 1989, the Internet evolved further thanks to the invention of the World Wide Web by computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee while working at CERN. Television. Television, a small box with the ability to convey enormous information and which has changed entertainment and communications forever. The invention of television was the work of many individuals. Although TV plays an important part in our everyday lives, it rapidly developed during the 19th and the 20th century as a result of the work of a number of people.